Imagine standing in front of a mirror and looking at someone you genuinely admire. Someone who's been with you through every single high and low, who knows your strengths, your struggles, and your secrets. Now, imagine that person is you. You're looking at yourself with true admiration, with the same love and respect you hope to receive from others. But what does it take to feel that way? It starts with self-love. Hi, let me introduce myself first. I'm your deeply voice, the one you listen to every day, a silent companion in your moments of reflection and contemplation. I'm here to talk about the things that matter most in life, and today, we're diving into something incredibly special: self-love. Self-love isn't just a trendy phrase we see floating around online. It's more than motivational quotes or feel-good mantras. It's the foundation for everything in our lives. Think of self-love as the base of a pyramid. Without it, nothing else we build can stay strong for long. If we don't start with loving and respecting ourselves, it's nearly impossible to expect others to see our worth. Here's the thing: how can we expect others to treat us with kindness, to respect us, if we aren't giving those things to ourselves first? It's like trying to convince someone of a story you don't believe in. When we carry ourselves with love, others see it, they feel it, and they respond to it. So why is it that so many of us struggle with this concept? Why does it sometimes feel selfish, or even impossible, to prioritize our own needs? For a lot of us, the idea of self-love is tied up with the idea that we don't deserve it. Maybe we focus too much on our flaws, our past mistakes, or our insecurities. We tell ourselves, I'll love myself when I lose weight, when I get that promotion, when I'm more successful. But here's the reality: if we wait for some distant version of ourselves to start practicing self-love, we'll miss out on everything it brings to us in the present. Loving yourself isn't about ignoring your flaws or becoming someone you're not. It's about embracing who you are, flaws and all. It's about looking at yourself, acknowledging your imperfections, and still saying, I'm worthy of kindness, of respect, and of love. Self-love doesn't mean you don't want to grow. It means you're giving yourself the support to do so without tearing yourself down in the process. Let's talk about respect for a moment. When you show yourself respect, you're setting an example for others to follow. Think about it: if you respect yourself, you're less likely to let others treat you poorly. You won't put up with negativity or allow people to cross your boundaries. Self-respect gives you a backbone. It helps you say no when you need to, and yes to things that nurture and uplift you. This doesn't happen overnight. It's a habit you build one step at a time. And let's be honest, self-love takes work. It means actively choosing to talk to yourself with kindness. We are often our own harshest critics, saying things to ourselves that we never dream of saying to someone else. Imagine if we talked to a friend the way we sometimes talk to ourselves. They'd likely walk away from the friendship. So, why do we treat ourselves with less compassion than we treat others? Changing that inner dialogue, replacing self-doubt with encouragement, and judgment with patience, is a daily practice. Another part of self-love is understanding that you don't need validation from others to feel worthy. Our culture often pushes us to seek approval from external sources, be it social media, peers, or even family members. But relying solely on external validation is like trying to fill a bottomless cup. You keep pouring, but it's never enough. When you fill that cup yourself, with your own love and acceptance, you build a sense of peace that doesn't waver based on other people's opinions. And once you have that, outside validation becomes a bonus, not a necessity. When you start giving yourself the love and respect you deserve, you'll find that your relationships with others begin to change too. People will naturally see the value you place on yourself and follow suit. It's as if they're learning from you, observing the way you treat yourself and mirroring it back. And here's something interesting. When you're filled with self-love, you'll be less likely to put up with unhealthy relationships or toxic friendships. You start to surround yourself with people who uplift you, who treat you as well as you treat yourself. But remember, self-love isn't a straight path. It's a journey. Some days will be easier than others. There will be times when doubts sneak in, where old habits and negative thoughts resurface. That's normal. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. You might stumble, but the point is to keep getting back up and reminding yourself that you're worth it, even on the tough days. So how can we practice self-love daily? Start small. Begin with affirmations, little reminders of your worth. Each morning, take a moment to tell yourself something positive. Maybe it's, I am worthy of love, or I deserve to be happy. You may feel silly at first, but those words can slowly reshape how you see yourself. Next, set boundaries and stick to them. If something doesn't feel right or serves only to drain you, step away. This isn't selfishness, it's self-respect. We sometimes forget that saying no can be just as important as saying yes. Protect your time, your energy, and your peace. They're valuable, just like you. And lastly, remember that self-love is about treating yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you'd give to a close friend. When you make a mistake, forgive yourself. When you're feeling down, comfort yourself. The relationship you have with yourself is lifelong, so make it one filled with kindness. Self-love isn't something that's handed to us. It's a gift we give ourselves, and it's a gift that keeps on giving. When you start to truly love yourself, you'll notice how much lighter and more joyful life becomes. You'll experience a sense of peace and fulfillment that external things just can't provide. I appreciate you taking the time to join me today. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tag someone who could use a little more self-love in their life. Let's spread the love. Until next time, take care and remember, you're worthy of love from yourself most of all.